I spent many years, if not decades, running from my feelings. Somehow I had a belief that if I was actually going to feel the emotion that is present, it would envelop me. I would stay stuck there. Even a belief somehow that I would cease to exist. So why is it important for us to feel our feelings? In my experience, it is profoundly simple. If I don't actually allow myself to feel what is present, it stays stuck. See, I had the idea that if I were to feel this, I would become immersed in it, or I would stay stuck. But the truth is, it was running from the feelings that actually kept them alive. And so what I've come to understand, if I'm actually present with the emotion, if I actually allow the emotion to happen and I experience it, it passes through me. Look at a small child, what I call the pre-programmed human, a 2-year-old. Boy, do they let us know what they're feeling. They go into the emotion, they have the emotion, and if you notice, they release that emotion and they go back to their natural state, which is joy and curiosity. I don't know what messages you got around emotions, but I got quite a few messages that were sometimes subtle and sometimes not so subtle about emotions and not feeling them. Go to your room until you can stop crying. I'll give you something to cry about. Boys don't cry. Those were just a few of the emotions that I was experiencing. And so it's no surprise that as an adult, when I had emotions come up, I started going into all these different ways that I could get rid of the emotion. At one point, I had a profound shift in my perspective about emotions. I realized that if I would actually allow myself to feel the emotion, just like the pre-programmed human, they would actually pass through me. But what I noticed I was doing was attaching a story to the emotion. So I would feel sad, and then I would go into, I wonder why I'm feeling sad. Oh, I bet it's this. Oh, it's because that's unresolved. Or I would go into a story about how I can get rid of the emotion. I remember at one point, I had a good friend and I said to him, wow, I'm feeling really sad today. And he launched right into all the different ways that I could move away from sadness. And so what if there's no such thing as a negative emotion? What if emotions are an internal guidance system letting us know something needs attention? So the practice is really simple. Emotions are a sensation in the body. So rather than going into a story about why they're there or a strategy of how we get rid of them, we can simply notice the sensation. In other words, what would I be experiencing without the story? Really carving out a sacred space to allow these emotions to be present and then notice them moving right through us. Because I do know that our natural state is joy. And I also know that to have a truly happy life, we need to allow ourselves to feel what's present, allow those emotions to move through us, see if there's something that needs attention, but not how do I get rid of this emotion, but what would it take for me to be more present with what is? And in that way, the emotions move through us and we do return to our natural state, which is joy.